All right, Pro Dumpster Diver back at it again. Have a brand new, beautiful vid we're doing today. And then passing by the usual places. I had to go to sell some metal today as well. And I ended up picking up a couple of suitcases I saw outside. And I looked at the suitcases and I opened them up. And the crazy part is, I looked in them. They actually had construction tools. And I was like, the hell? This makes no sense why somebody would throw out construction tools. Now, again, keep in mind, when the rain hits metal, you are going to end up having that oxygenation, that brown stuff that's there, okay? Now, does it mean that the tool is bad? No. Perfect example. I've got a hammer right here. I can go ahead and clean this up and sand this off. It's still a hammer, right? It's still a hammer. It's still going to hit nails. I can still use it to pry pieces of wood. So again, it's still going to work. You don't just throw tools out because you don't need them. What I'll tell people all the time is put them on Facebook for free so other people who can't get them can actually get them. Okay, very simple. So let's look and see what we got. We have this fan here. Now this fan is actually, as you can see it, it's bigger. Yeah, it's bigger than that. This fan is actually larger than 12 inches right now. And those blades, I believe, are about 14 inches. If I actually pick this up and directly look at it right now, I can see this thing is huge. However, I'm looking at it, I believe this part here possibly lights up. Now, the box it's attached to says 220V input 110. So I could actually probably hit this with a laptop charger, and this may actually light up and the blades may actually move. Now, they don't have the cover on it, but these parts here are the actual holders, and this here would actually end up being the circuitry for it right now. These three parts are charged in. This may also use a remote as well, which is very interesting. Now, again, this is basically just a fan, but to have a fan like this is very nice. It's leaking? Wow. I don't even think this was leaking. So, as I was saying, it was wet out there right now. So, yeah, I guess it is leaking. There is some water in here or so like that. Oh, look at that. There was some water or something in there. So, yeah, one of the things I want you guys to also do is always double check to make sure if there was water in certain things, because you see water's coming out. I didn't even see that. That wasn't actually there. So I'm hitting it and water's actually coming out. So I probably don't want to directly plug this boy in and get shocked by it right now, which would definitely suck. Okay, so again, all of this came from suitcases of just stuff that people threw out. So we actually have a plastic guard here, and we actually have this miniature part here, which is actually pretty good. Now, can you use this as a sander? Yes and no. You may have to poke a hole in it and bring that up, but it'll definitely work. It does have to wash off, by the way, okay? Someone recently used this for a job and just threw all of the stuff out. Or, which is one of the sadder things, you have employees who work for construction companies that hate their bosses, and so they will actually take tools, put them in black garbage bags, and just chuck them out. I have seen that before. Okay, so please remember that people actually do that. I have a good sponge here. This is a very large sponge. This might be about eight inches, maybe. It might be about 8 inches or 6 inches there. But this is very, very good to have. This can be used to clean up a lot of good stuff there. We actually have a DeWalt punch right now. Now, looking at this, okay, everything is still intact, but the back part, as you can see, is a little bit old there right now. We have a drill here. Okay, does it work? I haven't plugged it in yet, so I will definitely see what brand is this. Black and Decker. So what's better, DeWalt or Black and Decker, right? And then we have Milwaukee here, Milwaukee Chargers. We have another charger there for a drill. I didn't see a portable drill there. And then we have the molded rubber grout float, which is very nice. And this would actually clean everything up. I probably will have to soak this in a bit of water just to get all the rest of that stuff up, but this will definitely work right now. Again, all these tools, basically it costs someone money there, right? Perfect example. Let's go. I'm going to move this cart. Look at these blades, okay? Let's look at this here right now. Lassaseri, okay? So it looks bad, right? The blade looks bad. The blade looks old. This is still a good blade, by the way. And I don't even think this is actually, has it been used maybe once or twice? Not even. But yeah, I see it moving probably due to heat, but it's still got the bits on it right now, by the way. And this is still good right now. I'm looking at these blades. I could still use these blades. Irwin. So yeah, the blades were used, but they're still good blades. Yeah, I see a piece on the middle part there off right now. So the blades could still be used there. Yep, this one still has pieces on it. Yeah, so this is still good there. That's another Irwin one. Yeah, so again, if you don't use them for the machines, you can still use them for other parts, by the way. Okay, you can still use them for other stuff. We have this here. We have a nice Queens here. Somebody had spackle on it and they left it. You idiot genius. Right? And then I have this here. Let's pull this back. Let's see what's in here. Come on. Okay, we got one piece of tool in here. Okay, looks like we have a blade. Something. Whew. All right, a bit of a nice blade in there right now. Bit fingers does come out. So this is Milwaukee Sawzall. So this will definitely cut things up right now. So that's the first cart, which is pretty good to have. Next card is sandpaper. Absolutely love this. I ended up buying sandpaper the other day. If I would have known I would have hit this jackpot, I wouldn't have bought it. We have 60 coarse right now. There is coarse and there is fine sandpaper. So to find a full pack of this right now is definitely pretty good. Light duty sandpaper, which is absolutely good. Have the pack inside here, which is amazing, by the way. Multi sandpaper right now, which is good. Let's see, very fine 220 grit. It's also good. And then we have 3M, another 220 fine. This is good, man. This is good. So they use the block sander there, so I can take that and put it towards that. It is definitely good right now. And then we actually have this. This is an actual 4x4 wall patch repair kit, which is nice. And there's one patch in here. So I can definitely end up using this to fix the walls, which is definitely good. I have a brush here, which is really, really good right now. Very, very fine, by the way. Love it. Got another miniature brush here. Have a great neck blade, which I'm going to end up using. We have a piece that came off of a saw. This is done by Rigid. I'll probably put this online for someone. We have some very special sealer tape right here, which is nice. Now, this may not be a full roll, but it did get waterlogged, so I can tell it. We got a saw that's working. We have a spatch blade here. We have a 7x8 bit, very good. Got two miniature magnolites. We'll probably clean those off with some rubbing alcohol. Have a miniature part for a screwdriver. Have a file. Cutting pliers, but I can't bend that for some reason. Got a little wrench there and a 1x1. Very nice. Got a punch. DeWalt. Look at that. I have a full pack right here. Okay. And on top of that, I got some screws inside of these bad boys here, which is amazing. So am I going to use these? Absolutely. And then I have an end piece right here, which actually go for a safety fence for a saw. So that's what I got today, guys. We have a lot of construction tools that somebody threw out. Now, how much is this worth? Great question. Let's look at the sandpaper. Sandpaper, $5. The tools over here, $20. Everything over here, maybe $50 right now. Again, it's still a good hammer. It's a good drill right now. You still have the battery with the charger and, of course, the blade and sand, sponge and everything behind it. So I'd say everything is $50 right now, which is pretty good. Now, can I use this? Absolutely, I can definitely use this right now. I can use this stuff at home for work, okay? But as I basically say, stop buying stuff because, and I'm going to be honest, you're going to have idiots who throw stuff out. Why are you guys throwing this out? Now, the only reason why a lot of it is brown is because it did get rained on. But here's the good part. It's still useful. You're telling me you can't use sandpaper? People are buying sandpaper right now. Sandpaper is a multi-million-dollar industry, probably billion-dollar. People are going to need sandpaper for all their woodworking jobs right now. Simple. You got brushes. You're going to need that when it comes to painting and finishing. You got the saw over here. You have a full pack. I mean, look at this. Really, there's a full pack of these in here. Full pack of staples. As it, you guys just opened it and threw it out because you realized you probably bought the wrong one. But since you're working on a homeowner, you're going to charge them already. So you just decided to throw it out instead of returning it to the store. Genius, right? And then you got all this stuff over here. I mean, it is what it is, man. All right. We always have some good tools and I always show you guys what I get. Again, as I tell you guys all the time, I don't even need this. I can take all of this and throw it out, or I can take bits and parts of it and put it online and sell it, or actually just keep it so I spend less money in the future fixing up the house or apartment. Simple. Stop wasting your money when people are making stupid decisions. Invest and make it happen. I can't believe you threw out a whole pack. Like, look at this shit. Really? This is a whole pack of actual staples in here. I'm gonna pull one of these out, bro. Look at how thick this is. This is a whole pack. What are you doing? The entire. Here we go. 120 GA narrow crown staples. Right? How many is in this? How many is in that? This is more than 100 in there. And you chucked it. Genius. Could have given that to somebody who actually needed it. And thankfully, I pulled it out so I can give it to somebody who could actually use it for the damn job. Fucking idiots, man.